All right, let's talk about two cameras that are honestly living legends at this point, the Canon R5 and the R6. Now, I know what you're thinking. They came out way back in 2020. But here's the thing, in 2025, they're still absolute powerhouses, and the value proposition, it's better than ever. So that really tees up the big question, doesn't it? If you're looking to buy a pro-level camera today, in 2025, which one of these is the right move? Is it the R5? Is it the R6? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down. And honestly, the whole debate really comes down to this one simple idea. You've got two very different philosophies in these two cameras. In one corner, you have the R5. We're calling it the resolution king for a reason. And in the other corner, you've got the R6, which is just an absolute low-light beast. So, let's dig into why these two legends are even on the table right now. And here's the key, right? Of course, there are newer cameras out there, but the original R5 and R6, their prices have come down a lot. So what that means for you is you can get your hands on proven, professional-grade gear, the same stuff pros have been using for years, at a fraction of the original cost. We're talking maximum bang for your buck. All right, now for the main event, resolution versus low light. This is where these two cameras really show their differences and where you'll start to see which one is the right fit for the kind of stuff you shoot. Okay, just look at this table. It tells the whole story, really. The R5 comes out swinging with a massive 45-megapixel sensor compared to the R6's 20. But then, look at the very next line, max native ISO. The R6 just doubles the R5, hitting a crazy 102,400. You see the same pattern with video. The R5 has 8K, the R6 has 4K. It really is a classic matchup, pure, raw power versus incredible speed and sensitivity. So let's just focus on that first huge number for the R5, 45 megapixels. That isn't just a speck on a sheet. You know what that is? It's freedom. It's the freedom to crop in like crazy and still have a sharp image. It's the freedom to make massive prints that look incredible. If you're a portrait or a landscape photographer, this number is, well, it's everything. And if that wasn't enough, the R5 has another knockout punch. 8K video. Seriously, the ability to shoot in 8K RAW is a massive deal for videographers. It means you can reframe your shots in post, pull super high-quality photos right out of your video. The flexibility is just on another level. Okay, but now let's flip over to the R6, because it has a superpower of its own. A native ISO that goes all the way up to 102,400. This is exactly why we call it the low-light beast. Think about it. Dark wedding venues, dimly lit gyms, night skies. The R6 just eats it up, giving you clean, usable shots where other cameras would just produce noise. And this number, 6,072, it kind of backs up the R6's whole philosophy. Yeah, it's the number of AF points, which is a little more than the R5. But the real story is how sensitive that autofocus is. It can lock on in near total darkness, down to EV minus 6.5. We're talking about focusing in conditions where you can barely even see the subject with your own eyes. That's pure performance. But look, we've been talking a lot about the differences. Let's not forget about all the incredible stuff these two cameras actually share, because no matter which way you go, you're getting a seriously powerful camera. And what a list it is. You get up to 8 stops of in-body image stabilization on both, which is just insane for handheld shooting. You get that legendary dual-pixel autofocus 2 with killer eye and vehicle tracking. You get a crazy fast 20 frames per second burst rate. And you get all the pro features you'd expect, like tough weather-sealed bodies, and of course, microphone and headphone jacks. Now, to be fair, they're not perfect. You're not going to find a built-in flash on either of them, and if you're coming from an old DSLR, the battery life might feel a bit short. And yes, we have to mention the video overheating issue that was a big deal at launch, but it's important to know that firmware updates have made that a much smaller problem than it used to be. So, enough with the tech specs. Let's get down to what really matters. Which one of these cameras should you actually buy? We're going to look at a few different types of shooters and see which camera makes the most sense. Okay, first up, are you a portrait or landscape pro? Do you obsess over every little detail? Then this is an easy one. The verdict is the Canon R5, no question. Those 45 megapixels are exactly what you need for skin tones and huge prints. And that pixel shift mode that can create 400 megapixel files, yeah, that's just showing off. But maybe you're not shooting static scenes. Maybe you're on the sidelines of a game or out in the woods tracking wildlife. For you, the sports and wildlife shooter, the Canon R6 is the clear winner. That amazing low-light performance and super-sensitive autofocus will get you the shot when it matters most. And trust me, that slightly lighter body feels a whole lot lighter after carrying it around all day. What about the hybrid shooters? The people who do both serious photos and serious video? Well, the choice swings back to the R5. Look, the R6 is a great 4K camera. It really is. But the R5 is on another planet. 8K RAW, uncropped 4K, massive bit rates. It just gives you so much more information to work with when you're editing and color grading. It's the pro video choice, period. All right, we've looked at the tech, we've looked at the real-world uses. Let's bring it all home and give you the final verdict. So if we were just scoring this on paper, feature for feature, the R5 takes the win. It just has more raw power, more resolution, and more high-end video options packed inside. It's technically the superior camera. But here's where it all boils down to you. Just look at these two columns. If you see yourself on the left side, needing ultimate image quality, the ability to crop heavily, professional 8K video, then your answer is the R5. But if you're on the right side, valuing speed, low-light performance, and getting the absolute best value for your dollar, then the R6 is, without a doubt, your camera. And really, that's the bottom line. There's no wrong answer here. Both are fantastic cameras. The only question is, which one is right for you? So think about the next photo you want to take, the next project you want to shoot. Is it all about capturing every single last drop of quality, or is it about getting incredible, reliable performance and the best possible value? Once you answer that, you'll know exactly which camera to choose.